and you need to say goodbye to your fellow housemates, and it was a blast. So I look at everyone else was still shocked, and we made so many different sounds in the show which hadn't been shown.
Really?
Yes.
Can you sing one for us now? Anything upcoming that you're really excited about that you can share with us? Hello everyone, welcome back to POV with Dom. My name is Dom, and today I'm joined with the one and only, the icon herself. It's Yinrun.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing, babes?
Dom. I'm doing great. And
chilling
thank
out?
You. Yes.
Yeah, we've just
so
had a lovely brisk cold walk home from the train station where we've had a bit of a catch up because we've not met before in person. This is our first time meeting. And I kind of was like, Yinrun, come on my podcast. And you kindly accepted, so I really appreciate that. It's been a very fun process so far making this podcast, but I must say that this is a highlight for me, having you on, because
really?
I don't know if people at home know, I was a huge fan of you and Big Brother. I was, every single day, I was like, Yinrun's my favorite. Yinrun to Winrun was the statement of the year last year. And I was like, it's got to happen. So first things first, I think we're going to dive straight into it if that's okay.
Yes.
Big Brother, talk us through the process. How did you apply? When did you find out?
I applied out of on a whim, because by then I was trying to find a job. That was right after my graduation. I graduated from the University of Manchester, and I started to find a job. But I found that so hard, and most of my friends went back to China. So I feel quite lonely as well. That was my downtime moment. And that was the time Luke found the application of the casting for Big Brother, the new season Big Brother coming back. I had no idea what Big Brother was at that point, but Luke just mentioned that let's just film a funny video together that will cheer you up, and that did. And that video actually helped me to run through the application process.
Yeah, was it a long and grueling process, or was it pretty seamless?
I applied 1 year ago. I uploaded my application video 1 year ago, and but the team, the staff, the casting team, they are so kind. They always call me saying that we are still in the process. We didn't forget about you. And they will say, oh, and you move to the next stage and move to the next stage.
So they keep you up to date and stuff.
Yeah, they always
nice.
keep us updated.
Oh, I love that. So when did you get the call to say that you're going in, and how did you feel about it?
It was actually 3 weeks to 4 weeks ago. Oh no, 3.
Wait, bro, time traveler.
3 weeks to 4 weeks before Big Brother started.
Really, that quick?
Very close to the time.
Were you not working? Like, did you not have to say like I quit or?
That's why the next day, the literally next day, I told my boss that I'm so sorry that it feel like very short notice, but I got the final call from Big Brother, and I really want to go on the show. Luckily, my boss was very understanding, and they just approved that, and they just let me go at that point, even though it's within 1 month's notice. Yeah, but yes.
Oh my God, that's so great.
But it's really very quick. At some point I was thinking, I must failed. I must didn't go through. Yeah, but
like you lose faith in it. Did they take like long amounts of time before responding to you and saying like what, for example, like, I don't know, because you applied 1 year ago, so in January last year, right? Yeah. So then like in Feb they'd say, oh, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. Yeah. And then comes June, you're like, I've been forgotten about, maybe.
I have been through quite a long waiting phase, but I didn't feel like they really forget about me. I just feel like they must be working on things.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
It must take them time. And if I really didn't get in, they should let me know. So I was just basically waiting, and at some point I was thinking, please, you must call me today, and they did.
Manifesting. Hey. So how was the experience? Like the whole thing was, because as a viewer standpoint, it was like Big Brother's back over the past 5 years since it's not been on air. It's, it's iconic. I was looking forward to it, and I'm safe to say, like, I watched the first episode and I was like, I know that I'm going to sit down and watch this every night at 9 p.m. Because the thing is with me, Yinrun, no offense to other reality shows out there, but I just can't be bothered to sit down and watch at 9 p.m. I'm always doing something like gaming, probably, or scrolling through TikTok or something. As soon as Big Brother came on, I felt the urge to sit and watch it, and it was addictive. It was a fantastic sort of thing to lighten up, because obviously it came out in October when like it was getting dark early in the evening, quite cold and quite gross weather. So it was good, like, to keep you company. In the house, did you hear anything about the public outside, like raving it up? Were you told anything?
Actually, we did, especially in the first week. That's why Big Brother noticed that, and Big Brother started to shut down the garden. So we couldn't, once the audience trying to get into the studio, they shut down the garden.
The audience tried to get into the studio?
No, not our studio. The studio they are filming.
Right.
So the stage, when they are around the stage, because the stage was literally outside the Big Brother house. So the first week, they shut down the garden quite late. So in the vaping area, people outside, they can hear the chanting things. And Big Brother noticed that. So they shut down the garden following on earlier to prevent us from hearing the audience, from hearing the public.
Damn. So like, did you hear anything when you were out in the garden?
I can hear the crowd. And but it's more like mumbling, because it was very, very unclear. I can't hear certain sentences. I think every time the most powerful information we got from the public was the time AJ and Will said, "You are now live on ITV," and we can hear the chanting.
Please do not swear.
Please do not swear. And then we could hear the chanting. Get
through their earpiece.
Get someone out or something like that. We could hear that every week. And it started to make everyone feel very anxious, nervous.
Because the first victim was Carrie. Bless her. Our Carrie.
Carrie.
Did you gel well with Carrie in the house?
Not in the house, but I did get along with Carrie better since I left the house.
Oh, nice. That's a nice ending.
Because I voted for Carrie several times when I was in the house.
You were in that chair. You were giving it all carry out.
Because the reason why I voted for her at that point was because we slept next to each other, but we didn't get along with we didn't talk that much, which made me feel upset. However, once I left the house, while I look it back, I just realized Carrie actually was trying to make effort to talk to me. And so that's why I feel like I changed my mind. I changed my view thoroughly on Carrie. That's why we get along better since we are out of the house.
I suppose in the house as well, it's a very sort of like, not tense environment, but you're kind of always aware that about a couple million people are watching you, what you're doing, and also it's a game show, you're in it to win it and stuff, and you're kind of, there's definitely an added level of pressure, and especially with 16 strangers as well. How was it to be like chucked into, because obviously you've just recently moved to the UK, as we've discussed, being chucked into a house with 16 strangers? What was that like?
Because I just found it such a good thing to me, because how many times, there's not gonna be another time I can be in a room with other 15 people, and we share the bedroom, we share bathroom, we share food.
Couldn't do that.
There are only 3 bathrooms,
only
toilets.
3 for 16 of you?
For 16 people. And one, we are having a Friday night, the eviction night. We can only use 1 toilet because they lock down the
rest of the house.
The hallway,
right.
to the rest of the house. So we can only use 1 toilet, 16 people. That was quite chaotic. However, I just feel it's such a unique experience.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know the most I'm going to experience this is going to be 6 weeks. So it's okay.
It's like a summer holiday.
Yes.
But in October. But like since moving to the UK, I've seen on your socials that you're like addicted to, well, Luke actually, who's present. Hi, Luke. He has been treating you to what's the right word here? Culinary delights of British culture, like the biscuits, and obviously you're a fan of cheese.
Yes,
but since
I love
moving
cheese.
here, has your view of any cheeses swayed?
Yes, I think so because I don't have a lot of cheese when I was in China. I only have a slice of cheese which doesn't even have name on it. There's no type of cheese.
It's just sliced cheese.
Sliced cheese. So I didn't have cheese that often. But since I'm here, so many different types of cheese.
You go to Lidl and it's just like,
Lidl?
what do I choose?
Yes.
You're a fan of Lidl?
Lidl is my favorite.
Same. I love it. And the
love
middle of
Lidl.
Lidl, the section, the delights you find in there, it's a treasure trove.
Yes,
It's a gold mine.
I really like the bread section of Lidl. Oh, that's my favorite, the bakery section.
The pain au chocolats,
Yeah.
the croissants.
Oh, the croissants.
Don't even, honestly. We should go after this. There's one outside.
Yeah.
We'll go grab one if you want.
Really?
Yeah. We'll get a pain au chocolat. That's today's plan sorted, hey.
Yes.
I'm actually going to grab my phone.
Yeah.
Bad host, sorry. And just ask, how have you found life since leaving the Big Brother house?
This is so... I just feel like I am living a different life because after I left Big Brother house, again, thanks to my understanding boss, they are so understanding. And when I raised up that I might want to leave because I want to build up a new career, I want to try something new, they are totally understanding and supportive. I just feel so fortunate. This is why I feel everything is so new and exciting to me. Yes.
As it should be though, because I'm not to say it's because I'm your friend, but also as a viewer watching you, your journey throughout the whole process, you I think you definitely developed in many sort of areas of your life, and you became more confident and more, like yourself in a way, I think. And I think, from the woman who walked in, and iconic, I must say, stood against a wall and peeked around, was like, what the fuck am I doing? Who are these people? I think you walked in when they were doing musical statues, right?
Yes.
So everyone was, what was going through your head when that happened?
I thought they are going to play a prank on me.
Right, okay.
I was the sixth person going in, so there were already 5 people there, and they all stopped. They all was paused. I was like, oh, they're already getting very close with each other and they are trying to play a prank on the next person who walked in. I started to get nervous. No, I don't want to walk in there.
Get me out, Big Brother.
I was like, oh, is that everything all right? Yeah, that was basically what's going on in my mind.
The diary room.
Yeah, the diary room.
I have a really pressing question. Was the seat comfy? Because it looked like it had like 3 layers of pillows on it. Or was was it a bit stiff?
I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable chair in the world, but
Dream crushed.
but it's such an amazing chair. I really like, because every season Big Brother would have different chair, and I really like our theme chair.
Your chair was my personal favorite.
Really, it's very
I don't know if
colourful.
you've seen it. The one with, I think the season Nikki Graham was on. One of them with the gold one.
Yeah, do they have the wings?
That was a cool one as well, actually.
Yeah, I like the one with the and the gold one is very cool as well. But ours are the colorful one. I think
it
colorful.
was so cute.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, and the
cute.
colorful vibe of it all as
Yeah.
well. I was just like, I really actually wanted to be on and come in and shout at certain housemates who will not be named. When you were in the diary room crying, I was like, that is it. I'm part of the Yinrun Defense League. We march at dawn. That's what we do to defend you. Because it was a hard watch sometimes when you would be upset, because obviously we're seeing people's real emotions, because people obviously get vulnerable in the house. Did you feel, obviously we did see you feeling vulnerable, but was there any sort of vulnerability that wasn't aired? Or
I think
it's quite a hard question, sorry.
I think because I didn't watch the whole show back yet, but I watched the clips, and I think most of my vulnerable moments have been aired. Yeah, most of my emotional moments have been aired.
Oh, we've seen. No, but it's healthy to cry though.
Yeah,
It's healthy to cry. I'm with you, babes. Wait, what's your star sign?
Gemini.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It was a surprise, right?
Do you know what a big 3 is?
Yeah. What is a
So
big
sun,
three?
moon and rising.
I think I know that.
What's your moon and rising?
Rising is moon. Sun, moon. What is your moon? Rising and moon. What is that? The November one.
Scorpio or Sagittarius?
Yes, Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yes,
Scorpio, moon or rising?
Moon. Rising is which? Rising is October one.
Libra
No.
or Scorpio?
Libra. Yes.
Okay, so no wonder you're emotional, babes. If your moon is Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio sun and I cry a lot. Yeah. And my moon,
Scorpio is my favorite.
Is it?
Sign. Yes.
Oh, we're gonna get on.
It's
We're besties for
all
life
my
now.
best friends, other than Luke.
Wait, what star sign are you, Luke?
Scorpios.
Pisces.
Pisces.
Emotional, love it. Water sign. Yeah. Well, actually, out of the two of you, I think we've seen all of your emotions.
Yes.
But that's probably where it comes from, because water signs are way more emotional and more empathic, I think, as well. And watching you do the votes, you could see that you were literally stressed out. Like, I don't want to nominate someone.
Yes.
How did that feel? Did they force you to do it?
Yeah, they wouldn't force us to do it, but every one of us know that we had to do it because this is a process.
This is the game, yeah.
This is what we signed for.
Yeah.
But I really found it so hard because every week, there are so many weeks I have no one to nominate at all. Because I can't pick a reason. I get along with most of the people, and the people who I didn't talk that much, I didn't dislike them. So I had no reason to nominate anyone. That's why I was so stressful. And I also knew that, especially after I went to the jail in the Big Brother house, I knew that my vote could make a change.
Could have made a change, yeah.
Yes.
But don't blame yourself for that, honestly. That was, you didn't, I mean, the other two who were jailed, no shade to them, but that was a genuine reason. Yours was purely accidental, I think.
Oh, thank you.
I think Big Brother reached there, and I'll be having words with him next week. Don't you worry, babe.
But I think because that moment, the reason why I was so devastating when I was in jail, because I knew my vote did actually change someone's fate. That's the point. I feel like, the least thing I want to happen did happen because of me. This is also why after the prison, I found it easier to vote. Because the worst thing had already happened when I was struggling, so I don't want to struggle anymore.
Fair enough.
That's the lesson I've learned after I've been to the jail.
And I was
in
going
the
to
Big
ask,
Brother house.
Well, they're the same thing. No, they're not. ITV, if you're watching, we love you. So,
Yes.
jail. You've not been before, bar in Big Brother.
Yes.
No pun intended with the bar.
Yes.
Did you enjoy it? That's a really shit question for me to ask.
I quite enjoy it. Because,
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it like a liberating experience?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Not only because I learned so much afterwards, it was also because all my other housemates were chanting for me. Set Yinrun free, and they were singing song for me in the garden, and I feel like, wow, I just feel so grateful that who am I, and why everyone was supporting me while I was a person breaks the rule and probably influenced some of them, but every single one of them was encouraging me, supporting me, and want to set me free. That was such a powerful moment. I just feel like, wow.
It was like a liberating watch though. It was like, this is cinema that's happening in front of us. But I think you're too humble and is modest the right word? When like you're not, you should give yourself more just desserts, because you are an icon, babe. Truly.
Thank you.
Like, you deserve. I mean, if I could chant around saying set Yinrun free, not sure what for, because she's not in jail, but I mean, I would still do it every day. You don't even need to pay me to do it. I'll do it for free. Free of charge.
Thank you.
Love that.
Thank you.
Yinrun,
Yes.
what's something that you're a fan of that nobody knows that you are? So it's like a guilt. You know what guilty pleasure is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they've aired that, but on Yinrun's party, that party literally, the music list was my favorite music, and all the food on the table was my favorite food as well. And one of my favorite snack was hamburg.
Humbugs?
Yes,
You like humbugs?
I love hamburgs.
Oh,
That's my
interesting.
favorite sweet because I like hard candy rather than chewy candy. Because
Fairs, because it's like lasts longer.
yes, exactly. That's
yeah.
the reason. And I like minty and the buttery flavor as well. So hamburg has both.
Both.
It is just a perfect mix.
Have you seen Ratatouille?
No.
The film? Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, well, when you watch it, there's a scene where the rats, bear with me here.
Yeah.
He has the cheese and the strawberry, I think, and he eats them at the same time, and it's like this cinematography. Like, I think it was nominated for an Oscar or something silly like that.
Really?
And it's just like, that is what you felt like when you have a humbug, because it's like two flavors infused together to make a really nice treat.
I've actually tried cheese with fruit. Burrito with grapes. Have you tried that?
I haven't.
That was amazing.
I love this. We need to have a cheese board sometime, like a
Yes.
massive charcuterie board.
This is another insight.
Insider knowledge. I'm
Yes.
seated. I'm sat.
On my audition, filming day, when I was filming my intro for Big Brother, they gave me a secret surprise, which was a cheese board.
What, after filming?
No, in the filming.
Oh,
so
right.
they want me to have the cheese board while I'm filming. They want to film my reaction.
Oh, to giving you the cheese board?
Yes.
Oh, cute.
And
what was the reaction?
I was so shocked. And the first thing I said, I didn't even know what I was thinking. The first thing I said is, "Where's my crackers?"
She's a queen of leisure. Like, give me my crackers, guys.
Yes, because it's a pretty huge cheese board. And Wensleydale is my favorite.
Wensleydale. I haven't had Wensleydale before.
Luke introduced that to me. It's brilliant.
I need to try it.
Yes,
and I'll get back to you. I'll text you and be like, Yinrun. It'll be like 4 a.m. I've just got back from the club. Very drunk. Yinrun, I've just had Wensleydale with crackers. Obsessed.
What's your favorite cheese?
At the moment, it's brie.
Brie.
Brie with honey. Have you had brie with honey before?
No, but I had brie in ciabatta with blueberry and bacon. Do you know that?
No, but you send me that recipe. I'm trying it tomorrow. I'm not even joking. So I was at a wreath making class in the beginning of December, and while the hell and horror of making that said wreath, which is out, she's dead out there. Bless her. Rest in peace. I was given a cheese board, which probably had Wensleydale. It had like every cheese variant on there. I was like, no offense to the cheese community, but I'm not touching the ones that look like they've got mold on. So I then just went for the one which was brie, and I was given it with some honey.
Yeah.
Where am I going with this? Oh, brie and honey. Right. And then I just like the ratatouille scene. I was like, this is just delicious. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
So one thing I'd recommend you do is have brie with honey, and I'll have your brie with blueberry.
Blueberry jam.
Blueberry jam.
Yes,
Oh
with
my
bacon
God.
in ciabatta.
Heated, hot.
Hot. Yes, hot. You eat it hot. Oh,
Okay.
It's amazing.
Do you get it from like a restaurant, or is it like
I got it from a restaurant, but I think
you make it at home now?
yes, I'm
Oh, I
going to
love
give it
that.
a try. I haven't made it yet.
Do a cooking video with it.
Yes,
Oh
I'm
my
thinking
God.
about that right now.
Amazing.
It should be easy to make. I'm even thinking about making my own bread this year. I really want to give it a try because I love bread.
Yeah.
I didn't like bread when I was in China because as usual we only have sliced bread and all the other bread are very sweet.
Yeah.
But here there's so many different breads.
Like tiger bread, you've got sourdough, rye bread.
Sourdough, rye bread, and there was the other one. What's the name of it? Seeded sourdough, rye. Yes, basically. Wholemeal. I love wholemeal
Farmer's
as well.
loaf, brown
pretzel.
bread.
I love pretzel.
I haven't had that before.
Little have pretzel.
We're
Amazing.
going. After this, pack your bags. We're going straight there. But speaking of,
Yes.
because you've now become a little bit of a chef online, little chef-fluencer, what's your favourite dish to cook ever? Or snack, rather, if it's just a little sandwich that counts as a dish.
I really enjoy cooking Chinese dishes. Really enjoy cooking Chinese dishes. One of my favorite one is a braised pork belly. Pork belly.
Right, okay.
Yes, I haven't shared the video online yet, but I really
She's coming though.
Yeah, I think she's coming.
Because this will be out on the 31st of January.
Really?
If you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, this is out right now on the 31st of January. But if you don't have either of these, you're watching this on YouTube with the cameras on the Sunday, the 3rd or 4th of Feb. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But by then, I think you probably would have posted that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes,
If not, obviously, Yinrun's socials are linked. Please check her out because her
Stay
content
tuned.
all throughout December,
Yeah.
I can't lie, I would go on TikTok every morning and see your story.
Really?
Good morning, everyone. It's like 20 days to Christmas. I was like, she is the sweetest soul. And you'd give like a fun fact every day. And also, you are on your social media grind this year. Every single day, you post a curious question and a joke.
Yes. Because
How?
I really want to actually, because I don't want to miss it. So sometimes that's a little trick. I schedule them
Oh,
in case I
fairs.
miss it in the morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes I schedule them, but I really want to because I have the platform now and I have a lot of followers, which I didn't have one before I went on Big Brother. So I really want to try my best to spread out some positive information. That's why.
Further proof as to why Yinrun should be the people's princess.
Oh, thank you.
You need to be in the royals right now.
Thank you.
Remove all of them and put you in with the crown. Luke, you can be the king. And I'll be the court jester.
And I tried to post one short video every day last December. And I figured out, actually, I can post it. I'm able to do it to the consistency. And right now, because Christmas is already over, I still want to sending out positive messages. That's why I'm starting to with 1 joke a day and 1 question a day.
And I'm sat for every single one. I'm scrolling through Twitter on the tube usually because I go out in the evenings. And I'm like, there she is. Curious question of the day. It gets me thinking. It gets me thinking. And you're right. It's like positivity because you can just tell that you're someone who is genuine. And I mean that really like wholeheartedly. Like you're someone that gives out positive energy genuinely. You're not that sort of, not to be rude here to any other influencers, but some influencers just do it just because they want to be seen as such. But you have genuine intention, and it really shows. And it's like a refreshing energy in the influencer world. So I'm very excited for the future of your influencing career.
Thank you so much.
Because best believe you're catching up to my following rates, so I need to hurry up. I need to keep posting. Okay, another question for you. The friendships you've made on the show.
Yeah.
What's been a really special friendship that you've made and kept to since leaving the house?
Because we have the upstairs again, and we have 2 floaters, Matty and Noki. So
floaters, Matty and Noki, the floaters.
They call themselves floaters. Yeah.
We've lost the light, guys. Sorry. She's out of charge. Oh well, she'll live.
Yes.
She'll probably blank out in a sec.
Yes.
Oh well, it's all right.
So I have such a great friendship with upstairs gang. Every single one. Really, I established so many good friendship in the house. And Trish was definitely my biggest supporter when I was in the Big Brother house. If it was not Trish, I don't think I could come out of my shell that quick. Shell. I couldn't come out of my shell that quick. So thanks to Trish. And the other person I really get along very well is Matty. We even made song together, and it just
the songs.
Yeah, and song and the ICIs, and we made so many different songs in the show which hadn't been shown.
Really?
Yes.
Can you sing one for us now? That you can remember?
Yes, there was another one that made by Matty. It is the name of the song is 2:15, because sometimes Matty get up and go to use the toilet midnight, so he made that up by himself. So it was literally his song. I had no involvement in that song.
So this is all Matty.
Yeah,
all the copyright and all the funding goes to Matty on this.
Just to be clear,
she doesn't want to be associated with Matty.
2:15, I'm sitting in the loo having a poop. Yes.
That deserves a Grammy.
That is literally from Matty. So he is still working on the following lyrics.
I just can't see why they wouldn't have aired that.
No. Yeah. And even Matty is definitely, that's why I was so sad when Matty left so suddenly.
That was honestly heartbreaking because
that was
singing
savage.
in the diary room.
Yes.
And you reading out his letter. Oh my God, we've got to discuss this. How did that feel?
It was savage because Big Brother, before we started to read the letters, Big Brother said you cannot, some letters have 1 page, some letters have 2 pages, but you cannot flip it. You can only finish 1 page and then read the other page.
Right, okay.
Matty was the last one, had his letter, and he chose me. And I started to read through the letters. The first page I was thinking, this might be Matty's boyfriend, and he might be a very slow burn person. So the second page might be more touched.
Yeah.
Because the first page was kind of
like just bit
polite.
Yeah.
Yes. And
so you thought Matty's boyfriend was a bit slow burn.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about second page, it might be something more touching. So I flip it to the second page. I scanned through. I saw it was a blast. I saw blast means it was a prank, it was a joke. So I was thinking, in that case, no matter what I read through before that, at the end of the day, it was a joke. So it's okay. So I read through everything and I said, Matty, you are the 11th housemate to be evicted and you need to say goodbye to your fellow housemates. And it was a blast. So I look at everyone else. Everyone else was still shocked when they heard me saying it was a blast. And I asked Henry, what does that mean? Henry said, it's done, which means you did well and it's done. Henry told me that. And it was like, so Matty's going, it is not a prank. I started to, But the moment when it clashed me is when Matty started to dance and started to sing our songs. That was a moment melted me. I was like, oh, I was holding myself very well because I don't want him to feel sad. He handled it very well when he faced that surprise eviction. But when he started to dance, that's the moment I knew that I lost my dear friend in the house, and we couldn't sing the song again in the Big Brother house anymore. And that was the moment I said, Matty, I was standing in front of that glass door, and Matty.
that was honestly heartbreaking. Another heartbreaking moment. Sorry to keep bringing these up.
It's fine, but I sorry, I'm keep talking.
No, it's cool. It's fine.
And because at that point we had 6 people, and me and Matty was kind of like a couple.
Does this mean 6 in Chinese?
Yes,
because you put up your TikTok, right?
Yes,
love it.
6 people. Olivia and Noki are a couple. I mean a pair, and Henry and Jordan are a couple.
Yeah.
And
wink, wink.
And then me and Matty was a pair as well. So when Matty left, that was a moment I feel like, oh, I am alone now again.
Yeah.
Oh, so but it's very good because 5 of us, we still be like a united team.
Yeah,
together.
you were still really close at the end as well, which is nice to see.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Another heartbreaking moment for you was when Luke came to the house.
Luke coming to the house. I didn't.
The hand on the window still harrows me. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, that was just. Why would ITV air that? You air enough heartbreaking dramas throughout the year. Big Brother should be escapism, and it's not. How did that feel like to not? Because in the challenge, I think for the viewers, you weren't allowed to communicate with them. You just had to hear Luke coming in. You haven't seen him for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
What were you feeling in that moment?
I understand that as a viewer point, it might feel a little bit weird because you are supposed to meet each other 1 week later. Why are you so devastated?
Oh no, I completely get it though. You've not seen him for 5. That's a month of not seeing your boyfriend.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
All good. We all do it. I'm a chronic burper. Honestly, I always do it.
And when I was in the house, I started to worry about Luke so much because I knew Luke would be the person to be down to London and to visit me. And I know Luke has his autism with him, so he must struggle with that. And I clearly know that. That's why I started to getting very annoyed, even getting very worried, even a little bit annoyed with myself. I feel like I put burden on Luke because he didn't need to face this things if it's not because of me. And the Big Brother called me into the diary room and tried to comfort me, saying that welfare team would handle all the loved ones from the housemates. They are in good hands by the welfare team, who are very responsible. So which calmed me down a lot afterwards. However, I had no idea that Luke would get chosen to get into the Big Brother house. Yeah. And I was even saying in the diary room, I said if it was Luke, I was thinking probably it's better for him to not coming in because I feel like I understand how many efforts he put in, but I just think other people might need it more than I do.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to sacrifice, but it also means I'm going to jeopardize Luke's chance to get in. But I'm willing to do that. But Big Brother said to every one of us, you were not allowed to say it. If you say that, if you told other housemates that, oh, if you saw my loved ones, you don't let them in, we are going to count the task failed.
So you can't even liaise with other housemates and say, don't let my person in.
You can't do that.
You weren't allowed to do that.
We weren't allowed to do that.
That's cruel.
Yes, just all the decisions have to be made by the 2 people who got into the spare room. It should be all on them.
Okay.
We cannot put any idea into their mind that don't let my people in. Yeah, so it was so I was so surprised when I saw Luke walked in, and the mirror was not very clear as well. So I was thinking, who was there?
Yeah.
And the Luke just suddenly stood behind me, and I was a moment I just feel like, oh, I really want to cry.
Yeah, of course so, because it's like a familiar face for once, and you know, all you've had is strangers in your face, and waking up to Carrie every morning. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to a refresh. Yeah. I would cry too if Luke came into the room. No, wait, that sounds rude. We're going to rephrase that.
And then but I just think if I cried, it would make Luke more nervous as well. So I started to smile like, yes, I'm good. And then I just lost my mind. I put my hand on the wall, on the glass wall, but I didn't know if it would be counted as communicating or not. So I was like,
I think if Big Brother punished you for that, I would have the Ofcom complaints that I would have sent.
Luke even saw that, and Luke was trying to ignore that as well because he didn't want to break the rule like I always do. So,
Luke, do you want to come in and talk about it? If you want, you take my microphone. Yeah, come take my seat quickly. Everyone, welcome Luke to the podcast.
Hello, thank you, Dominic. Well, it was a very long. I was going to say day, but sort of weekend, because I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, I think it was on the Monday or the Tuesday. But the days before, I was having to practice what I said pretty much every hour of the day, really. So I kind of knew what I was going to say because I knew there was a good chance that I might have been going in the house, and didn't sleep much the night before. But I knew that I wanted to go in because Yinrun had done so magnificent to, you know, go through all that she had done, and especially as a non-native speaker, I thought, well, for literally 1 or 2 minutes of me going into the house, I can put myself through that to come and see you and hopefully give you that boost.
You did so well, though.
Thank you.
You handled it very well.
And the welfare team was so lovely. Yeah. Every single person took care of me that day, and my brother came down with me. So shout out to him. Helped me, you know, going through the public transport and things like that. And going into the house, it was really kind of cool because I thought, well, if anything, I'll try and enjoy and take a look around and see what it looks like. But to be honest, I was more focused on what my message was going to be, and seeing Yinrun. As soon as I saw you, all my nerves went away because I was quite nervous all day. And then as soon as I saw you, I was like, oh, I'm just talking to Yinrun. And I said my message, and I thought I've got to compose myself. And when I saw you put the hand behind the back, I felt like that's so sweet. But at the same time, I was thinking, I hope this doesn't count as a rule break. So I was like, I best not address it. Yes. And I knew you were going to get emotional. And I got emotional as soon as I left. And one thing that I've noticed nobody's ever picked up on is after I had left, it pictures you and Matty hugging, but you can actually still hear my mic on. It must have been an error, and you can hear me say thank you to the production staff. And I was breaking down crying because as soon as I got out of that room, I burst into tears. But yeah, so if you ever watch it back, you can hear me say thank you. So yeah, but it was a lovely experience, and I was so glad.
You did so well.
Thank you, and just seeing you and being able to give you that message. And yeah.
And I'm so happy that there was a moment both of us was in the Big Brother house together.
Yes. And obviously it wasn't until the next day I got to see it. So it was like, I was thinking, oh, I hope it looked good. And luckily it was okay.
Yes.
And but no, a really nice moment, and we'll always have that to look back on, which is special. You know. So yes. Thank you, Dominic.
Obviously, we're coming to the end of that podcast. First things first, that was really emotional. Luke and Yinrun, you guys are my Kim Ye. Do you know what that means? Well, they're not together anymore, but Kim and Kanye, obviously both a bit interesting individuals. But you guys are the real slayers of the country. I'm so grateful to have you both here. We're going to end off with a nice question.
Yes.
Anything upcoming that you're really excited about that you can share with us?
Hopefully, there might be another chance you will see me on TV, hopefully. But
that's all we can share.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee, and it's not something you are expecting.
Oh, yes. Okay. Exciting. I'm very looking forward to seeing that. Right, we have come to the end of this podcast. I'm so sad it's over, but we can definitely chat more in the future because Yinrun, hopefully you'd love to be a guest on here again. We can have a good old chat in a few months' time.
I would love to do that.
That'd be beautiful. We've had so much fun.
Yes.
Oh, it's been amazing talking to you. Thank you for hopping on and coming down to London. Have a lovely time this weekend.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening. I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.